Welcome back. Northstar here with another episode of my Hearts of Iron 4 Gotterdammerung Let's Play. As Germany, I am in the process of saving the world from capitalism and the enforced difficulties and suffering of having someone liberate you from half of your pay. Because that's what capitalists do. They take value you produce and they make it their own. Welcome back. Now first, we gotta crush the Nazis. We have to work with the authoritarian non-aligned for a time. But change will be coming. Now, I believe this just happened and I don't think I reacted to it, but there was something major here. The US just took limited intervention a little while ago, which means they are going to be a primary obstacle to the global revolution. Now, right now, it's just minus 20% guaranteed tension limit, minus 25% joint faction. However, limited intervention leads to war propaganda, leads to a focus, and if they choose Europe, they can authorize military action against a nation with relatively little provocation. And of course, there's unleasing, which they can do easily under limited intervention. So, I'm going to have to be careful not to spike their ire, especially with FDR in charge, because his one trait is dislikes Germany, which is nonsense. He should have some positive traits. He was a good leader. But, you know, this game was made by Swedes. I get that they don't really understand the experience, what Americans was like. FDR with his fireside chats and stuff that entered very deep into American culture. Even people don't know much about history have heard of FDR's fireside chats and the things he did to lead America through a difficult time of the Great Depression and the beginnings of World War II. He definitely deserves positive traits a lot more than some other random people in this game. He should definitely have better traits than Hitler or this guy. Well, actually, last guy was replaced, but or hasn't been yet. Pierre Val should have been. Anyways, heck, even this king has generally better traits once inexperienced imperialist gets upgraded. But it is what it is. There's bias in these games always. The US is made not as powerful nation as they should be because that would break the balance or something. I don't know. Now, I have all this air experience, and I hadn't been using it. This could be a good time for this. Or this. Excuse me. It's effectively like giving a I don't know, an 18% extra experience gain. But I don't know the rate of air skirmishes. This war broke out when? October. It's now March. I've only gotten this much experience. I had like 18, so I gained 70 in like 150 days. At most, it was earning a little less than 0.5 a day. So this is still, though, actually more than this. Unless I'm combining it with an air theorist here, like Uday. I was thinking of doing that, though. Still, I should pick one. I'm going to do this. I can wait a little bit, but I'm losing out on the air access chance. I'm I'm saving Navy experience. Now I have Durance. And I'm only doing the Navy stuff because I gotta get that done. I'm trying to work in some of these economy focuses. This requires the MIFO bill repayment spirit to expire, which happens in April. Meaning one more 35-day focus before I can get that. The Autobahn, I lose a lot of the benefit because I don't control these states. So I'm waiting on that. Probably get U-boat efforts, which is a 35-day focus, and then I can start currency reforms. So, Civil War is proceeding apace. It'll soon be time to upgrade someone else. That means either Kesselring, if I want to give him one of these. Not likely, not yet. Oh, he's a Hellfighter now. And that must have happened because they kept attacking the Hells over and over and over. That's new. This guy is getting close to urban warfare and infantry leader. So I could give him offensive doctrine. Or him. Or him, any one of them. Or aggressive assaulter in his case, which would increase his chances of rolling assault and shock. Now, I mean, I was wrong about defensive doctrine. I said it would increase the chance of rolling last defense. I thought it used to be the case. I don't know if it applies to the field marshal has it, but for generals, nothing. It does let them roll if they're always skill 1 or 2 when they otherwise couldn't, however. So it's not useless if you're giving it to a level 1 character that you promote to field marshal and tend to train up as a general for a while. Because you probably don't want to use really low skill characters on attack, but with defender's advantage, maybe you put them in that position and let them defend. And that'd be better and give me offensive doctrine for that. Because elastic defense is great. And there's that, which should... Oh, well, no, the steel hasn't updated. Steel should update the chromium. I've got to put a ship in for repairs if I want to stop spending that. Easy enough to find a sub that's a little damaged, maybe. Or a ship in the high seas fleet. No training accidents yet. Seems. Well, when there's a training accident, I'll be able to do that. So I'll have to keep an eye out. Huh. That's first composition there. Who's this guy? Superior tactician. Wow, this Lancer. Right off the bat. It's interesting. I never noticed that. That's definitely useful. That allows you to hit capital ships with torpedoes, even if they have full screening. Which is why I'm putting them even on my heavy cruisers. Yep. Anyhow. I already have a discount, don't I? Do the dive bomber stuff, and this will benefit me. Yeah, I mean, I probably want to keep that theorist for a while. Question is, yeah, it would take 500 days to even pay for itself, and you know what? I'll probably take this because any air doctrine is going to be doing in the near future are probably going to only be with discounts, which means that this is, if I'm doing it, reducing the cost of it from 75 to 60, that's like a 25% boost to my effective rate of experience gain. Whereas this is more like 20, I already figured out. So aircrew surveys it is. It's good. Branch and Independent Spirit, by the way, great for like these little miners that don't get Air Force Chiefs. Shoot, it was mean. I knew it was something I was forgetting. I was going to go on the Paradox forums and suggest auto-generated Air Force Chiefs for the tiny nations that are generated from peace deals. Like if someone conquered me in Puppet Kashubia, they wouldn't have an Air Force Chief. They should get some auto-generated one. Or at least be programmed to prioritize taking branch independent spirit. So yeah, you can eventually get some doctrines. Alright, well. Still working on this. Oh, I got the last infrastructure done. Not. It must have just finished. Like literally just finished. That was, I just stopped trading for oil too, didn't I? It's weird. Now I'm betting there was a little waste it could have prevented, but nothing I can do about that. Save for a long time. It's too micro anyway, so let's get this music going and get started. 12 minutes of talking is 12 minutes too much. Alright. It's time. Yeah, I'm exceeding my supply a little bit up here. The smallest margin, but that is Magdeburg, and I'm probably going to take it soon. But down here, I wanted to put these guys on the front. I don't even know why I stuck them back here. So, there's a supply dome. There is. Put in there. But I'm probably going to make another push on Munich later. Let's do that. There we go. I mean, there's no harm to put him on the front when they're exercising. Oh yeah, another bug. You'll notice all the snow is gone. I saved it, there was snow on the ground. It's gone. It resets every time you load a save, which is a real pain. Like, it appears here, even if there were spots it wasn't. It does it by distance from the equator rather than whatever the local weather patterns were that led to snow or not. It's just one of those little things. Could have been fixed, hasn't been fixed. So cancel the training later to Pullman if it looks bad at Frankfurt. I mean, that's literally my capital. I can't afford to lose it. Alright, damage infrastructure all through this nonsense. And more units pointlessly in reserve. These guys. And then we can get going. I like to direct their attacks at strong defensive terrain like that. Oh. Actually, these guys too. There's enough supply I could sell. And it's actually right next to that area of the front. All green. That's all I like to see. So I'm gonna have to pick up the pace of store a little bit soon because of the Americans and because of one other thing. Where is it? Boom. I would like that diplomacy benefit. In its opinion of them, I think it makes it easier to get agreements, and I would like that invitation to a faction. It'll help ensure that they don't attack me or my puppets. So, yeah. I have 60 air experience, so I'll probably grab dive bombing. Attack factor, it's a minor bonus. Grab this before I recruit any new admirals, but it's the whole reason I stay in trade and interdiction. Just torn between that and base strike, and just using aircraft to control the seas. Tiebreaker was being able to recruit better admirals right off the bat, and then train them up when I switch to Kami Spirit again. I like getting really effective leaders you guys haven't figured out. This is actually a good place to attack. Because the curves all in there, it would be a little easier to defend. Let's restore my control more of Hesse. Oh, he's about to get infantry later. Save command power to give him that. Or how many men they have at Lubeck? Because I want as far as spotting tops. With the large torpedo banks. Mass-produced raiders, which also help them level up faster because more output. Oh yeah, for anyone who hasn't messed with this also means I could set a policy. Oh, when they reach size 6. Okay, so actually one more size. Mechanical genius is usually the best one for Navy because reliability helps a lot when, means my attack. Coastal Boundary can be useful in certain situations. Specialists. It is 38. Can advance my radio tech. Army infantry equipment. Too early for armor. Could grab 38 EM tanks, yeah, but not. Let's see. $1,700 to level. In 3.3 a day. Both of these. I need to get some automatic rifles. Very useful. Infantry equipment is the most cost-effective stuff. It's usually worth paying a little extra to get better rifles for your men. It's already the most. You're not going to reduce the cost effectiveness that much. Soft attack when on defense. Support equipment when on attack. The thing is, I am planning an attack soon. Sometimes their defense is good. Let's do this actually. Alright, that one next. I bet they have fewer divisions here. Just one. They walked right into an ambush, but I'll definitely have to keep in mind just one division there. 10 casualty ratio is fine. Oh, geez, 2 of these guys are green. Let's get them training before a real attack. Oops. So many divisions on training, I almost thought it was something else. Maybe we can counterattack. Nope. Definitely don't want to tackle green divisions. It's a bad idea. Yeah, quit that. No, I want to take this when you get dockyards in this. Unlocks the U-boat yards. I think that's just for subs, right? Yeah, only for subs. Let's get the U-boat yards going. Gonna be messing with HTW remotely soon. Say that, but they are a superior sub designer. It's just what's it do for them again? Ocean U-boats, sub bunkers, Atlantic raiders. See Atlantic raiders anywhere? Oh, here we go. So this is quality improvement. This is a quality improvement. It's not a cost thing. Interesting. I'm more interested in speed. Anyhow. Access the Wolfpack has convinced Naval Command to double down on this approach. Whew, they're attacking into a city with mud. That's brutal against the last defense. Reasonably good divisions are attacking with too. pipelining and stuff, but they're gonna get massacred. Let's do a bit of a probing attack. Just to see what they got. Just one division there, too. Ooh. I guess I'll take Lubeck rather than the airfields. See now, more in. This, I can do currency reforms. Oh, 5.1, I was gonna say 50. 1.8, they're getting murdered. Our support takes debuff, so. So you guys, I'm not really having trouble focusing today. On this game anyways. I've been doing too much of it. If you follow my pop-up dungeon let's play, I've been doing that. And what else? This pop-up dungeon. I think I can afford to train these guys up. I don't know, sometimes this is all just a bit much. My brain gets an energy overload, and there's been stressful stuff happening in real life on top of it. Although if we're going to treat the streaming bit like a job and do it even if I don't like it, times when I'm not feeling it. I don't know, I'm itching to pick that up right now. I might cut this episode short, and that will make it quicker and easier to watch. It's not much happening anyways. Defensive fights. Oop. Stalin is getting his rear handed to him. That's for sure. Moscow will fall soon. Spanish Civil War will be over very soon too. Some Mexico. Yeah. The fascists in Mexico are losing. They probably ran some industrial stuff by now. Who knows? They're going democracy. nationalized banks. Okay, yeah, they're going the left-wing democracy, which is a bit more tolerant of communism. They're fascist. They're not aligned. Communist. If he doesn't get booted out of power by a fascist counter-revolution soon, which can happen. A Trotskyite, or, well, I was talking to someone recently, Canada can go Trotsky or not. They'll be hostile to the Soviets and many others if they go Trotsky. That's the introspective communism route. If they go this, they'll attack the U.S. Trotskyites are very aggressive about picking out wars they can't possibly win. Or they go these paths, and this is Stalinist, this is Trotsky, and I think this is unspecified communist. But yeah, they're going communist. Mexico is going democratic, but in such a way that they might end up. No. Yeah, they depoliticize the military and stuff. They're staying democratic. They picked a sub-branch yet. Nope. South Africa is doing something. Could be communist, could be fascist. Anyways, it's always good to keep an eye on the neighbors, and not so much neighbors. That's a lot of communist support. I think that they haven't yet reached this focus. Portugal went communist, I didn't even notice. Maximalist. Things are looking up for the revolution. The global revolution. Vive la revolution. I don't know what they're doing, but they're still getting the rear handed to them. Von Lieb. 4 divisions in the city. Two of whom have engineers. Exploratory. Doing the infrastructure both, it'll help with factories later. And it helps with the very low level forts I'm working on soon, so. Of course I'm doing the forts first because my industry's about to kind of hit the fan in April. And I'll barely get those done far enough time, I suspect. Oh, I do. Oh no, I only have to early 39, yeah. I might want to put some little forts elsewhere. Maybe some coastal forts here or something. In case I have to deal with the US attacking someday. Maybe I just start. It's probably an unrealistic concern. Oh, they're doing this. That means they're going to try and annex their neighbors. They appear to be going fascist. Either democracy path. Means I guess the British got influence them. I didn't even notice. I don't know. Or because I banned fascists, they got to choose. They'll end up leading the minor democracies. Invite their neighbors. They'll try and form the EU along with Belgium. Interesting. They're liberal in the real sense of the word. Small government, cutting welfare systems. The word does not mean what people think it means. It's not a positive word either. Reagan was a liberal. Alright. At least not things that most people like. I think it means left-wing stuff. It does not. Oh. Once I nationalize Ford, I can do this. Liability production cost. That's interesting. That one's definitely worthwhile. But breakthrough is critical. I don't think they get the production resource needed until I upgrade them. Anyhow, but which I haven't done yet. No, they do. They get the debuff and not the buff yet. Irritating. I didn't realize there were all these traits that you couldn't get until you nationalized Ford. Factories. Guess I should have what? No, it doesn't mention it. Oh, Continental AG tires. It does. Oh, darn it. But could have fallen into that trait, but I need to focus on my economy anyways. With this, because I didn't upsize anything, I'll probably grow up again before I'll use that. Let's see. More mill means more consumer goods anyways, and I think long term here. Economy's fragile. If you don't go autarky, your economy's quite fragile for a while. Alright, well, we're at the 45-minute mark, so I'm going to make this a half-length video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Take a look at my pop-up dungeon series, which I'll probably switch over in a sec. I actually need to lie down because I'm getting a headache. It's the long COVID. It just sometimes hits me hard. Sometimes I least expect it. So I wish you guys the best. Take care of each other. Take care of yourselves. I know things are hard these days with everything going on in the world, but be well, and I wish you, dear audience, the very best. Good luck, and good day.